All right, we are brewing on the Speidel Braumeister Plus, and we're gonna go over everything you need to know about using one of these awesome units. This is part 3. All right, so we are in the cold side of the Speidel Braumeister Plus. So the cold side, usually what's that involve in a brew system? Well, this one integrates a lot. First off, cooling. No other brew system I know of has cooling built into it. And the jacket is pretty amazing. But in addition, not just can you cool the wort, you can actually do the fermentation in here. We'll go over all the details of how you would do that, but that is truly unique.
All right, so let's talk about the cooling jacket itself. We used it in manual mode, I'll say, on this one. So meaning we just hooked up the hose and turned on our water pipe. The jacket's really nice. What I like about it is, it's not an immersion chiller. It's not a plate chiller. It's actually built on. So the vessel you boil in, the chiller's already built into that.
Yeah, it's welded in there. Speidel, again, is known for making world-class stainless wine tanks. And they have this welded on jacket. It's like laser welded on there. So it's super clean, super easy to maintain. And, by having that on the outside is unique to brewer houses, but it has a lot of benefits, just like a jacket on a conical, meaning it's efficient because it is attached to the side. It is sanitary because it's on the outside. You're not putting coils, you're not running your liquid through a small pipe that's hard to keep clean, or a plate and frame that's hard to make sure you get all the hops out at the end, stuff like that. So it's extremely sanitary and it's extremely efficient.
So yeah, let's kind of finish off our brew day. So we've chilled our wort, we're ready. We're just gonna go ahead and rack out of here into a secondary or a fermenter. But I think that leads us into using this as a fermenter, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, there's an accessory package you can buy, especially if you have a glycol unit, that is a solenoid valve. And that solenoid valve that goes on to the jacket can be used for two things. First, it can be used for actually your water. So you can pre-hook your water on, have the solenoid on there, and have it set. And when you're ready to chill, the brains will actually turn that solenoid on and let the water come through just for your heat exchange. Then when you're done with that, then you can take the water off and hook up the glycol. And then now, for fermentation, it can handle the cooling just like you would on any professional conical out there.
Yeah, so similar to, when we set up our recipe and all those different mash steps, we'd actually set up our fermentation profile with different steps. So it could be, a lager, we're doing at 52, then raise up to a diacetyl rest, and it actually has the ability to heat itself as well.
Well, remember, it ties into a tilt. Mm-hmm. So you can actually have exact measurements of gravity. So not only can you have yes, it can do a profile, but it can do the profile based off of gravity. So it can know when to warm it, when to cool it, and you can either pre-choose ones that are pre-set up or build your own fermentation cycle. Also part of that package with the solenoid valve is a clamp and a fermentation lid that obviously has an airlock for fermentation. And I'll just touch on the clamp real quick. Because Speidel makes huge wine tanks, they're used to making this kind of stuff. So it's a really well-built, easy to use clamp that just holds the lid, seals it on tight so that you are truly in a sanitary environment for fermentation.
Cool, so that's it. If we were using it as a fermenter, we'd rack out of here into a keg. Since we're gonna be going into a fermenter, we don't have the cooling set up. We're gonna go into the cleaning side of this. The thing that's awesome about this, which I love, the mirror finish. It allows cleaning, it's mostly just spraying it off with a hose, then get your white scrubby pad and clean on the inside. That mirror polish makes it a breeze to clean. And the screen is IP65, so it's able to get water sprayed on it, no problem when cleaning up. So if you're looking for a high-end, all-in-one brewing system, I would totally recommend the Speidel Braumeister.
It's definitely worth a look. Between the software fully integrated to the hardware, which really feels nice, and the fit and finish and quality of the stainless work, it's unbeaten as far as I've seen so far.
So thanks for watching. You can find the link to the Braumeister below, and make sure you subscribe. See you next time.